All right, setting up and tilting down. Ready, guys?
Yeah. So the NBA and its relationship with China right now
No.
What's up?
No China.
What's up? We got to talk about China, right?
No China.
Well, anyway, the NBA got themselves in a pickle right now when it comes to everything going on in China.
No, Kaz, they said no China. We can't do China. We can't talk about China.
Well, if you are confused, kind of like me, stay tuned. We're going to try and break it down on this week's episode of Kaz in Effect, Season 2. Does anybody really have the right answers here? Because from the moment I saw Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey tweet out support for Hong Kong, I can only muster up 2 words for the eventual fallout this is all about to bring. Oh, Now, that's not because I don't believe basic human rights and free speech isn't something that every human should have. Truly, I do believe that. However, there's no avoiding the eventual shitstorm that is about to take place and take a hit, especially when it comes to the NBA's usually impeccable reputation and cachet. If you're a little confused, like it seems that everybody is on this topic, follow me here. Ever since Yao Ming was drafted #1 overall by the NBA, the game in China has grown exponentially. And ever since then, even after his retirement, for over a decade, NBA teams have traveled to China every single year to spread the gospel of the National Basketball Association. There's only one slight issue here. China is a communist state. Let me read something. Ever since June, demonstrations have taken place in opposition to a proposal of a bill that will allow people to be extradited from Hong Kong to China. That bill will allow local authorities to detain and extradite criminal fugitives who are wanted in territories with which Hong Kong does not currently have extradition agreements, including Taiwan and mainland China. Large-scale protests and riots have been taking place over the past 4 months to hopefully combat this bill. Some real anti-American, anti-human rights has been going on over in China. But the reason why a lot of people have largely shut the entire up about this is one very specific reason. Money. Now, the NBA has built up a lot of well-earned social currency with the American public. So this is not to shit on them because they're far from the only American entity to really benefit from China's large pockets. I'm looking at you, Apple, and Tiffany & Co., and Activision and Blizzard. So if the NBA is so woke and very open on their social markets, why don't they just take their money out of China? Here's why they're probably not gonna do that. The NBA stands to look very, very different without the financial support of China. How different? Let me show you. The Rockets alone, China's unofficial NBA basketball team, could potentially lose $25 million in sponsorship boycotts due to Daryl Morey's tweet, according to Mark Stein of the New York Times. Several NBA teams were planning for a, quote, scenario in which the cap for the 2020-2021 NBA season drops between 10 and 15% due to this current situation in China. As of 2018, the league's business in China is estimated to be worth more than $4 billion. Or $133 million for each NBA franchise, and that number stood to grow before this controversy. The NBA has prided itself on empowering its athletes and giving them voices in the community, and they've rightfully earned that reputation. But for everybody looking for a right answer or the right thing to say to make everyone feel all good and warm and fuzzy inside after this whole thing pulls over, it's gonna be very hard pressed, because to expose the hypocrisy of trying to be virtuous in a country that was built on capitalism is not just difficult, it's damn near impossible. And sadly, moments like this give all those idiot marks that tell athletes to shut up and dribble all the ammunition they need to keep up their rhetoric. Y'all grew up in black families, right? Come on, man, we don't argue in front of mixed company. For the benefit of those who are multi-million-dollar athletes, or even fans of them, we might all need to shut the up on this one. My name is Kaz, and this is Kaz in Effect.